So my perception of love, I had on my separate testimony that I actually was exposed to pornography when I was maybe about 7 or 8 years old. And so I had an addiction to watching pornography for a whole decade. And it was broken off even when I was in my rebellion, when I was with the Lord, because I remember the last time I had watched it, I had nothing but guilt and shame. And I said, Lord, take away this pornography addiction. And he took it away. I never watched it ever since. So I've been delivered for that for about maybe 5 years now. But I would say, so my perception of love was so perverted because of the pornography. And so I believed that love was giving yourself up to somebody. And, that's just what it was. It's just basically chasing after them and doing whatever you can in order to keep them. And I was so deceived on thinking that, which is why I allowed myself to get treated so terribly and allow people to treat me that way because of how perverted it was. Not only that, but my home life. And it wasn't the best either when it came to my parents' tumultuous relationship. So when I met Christ, I realized that that's not what love ever was. Love is what he did when he came down to give up his life on the cross, knowing that people would reject him for the rest of their life. And I got to see that love is patient, love is kind, it's not envious, it doesn't boast, it doesn't get happy when there's wrongdoing. It's basically like a self-sacrifice, like what Christ did. It's sacrificing the desires that you want for the other person. You compromise that. And it's not just sex, it's more than that. Because sex is, back in the day, I always thought like sex was like an emotional thing, but I didn't realize it was a spiritual thing. You're yoking yourself with somebody and you don't know what demons they have attached to them, which is why now you have those demons now attached to you. They could have a spirit of anger. They could have a spirit of lust. Now that's attached to you. Now you have that soul tie. The only person that can cut that off is Christ himself. So I was having to learn like literally a child when it came to the presence of the Lord, because all these things I was blinded by, because what the world had shown me or made me believe was love, especially when you see these romance movies or TV shows and how you always see the person giving up themselves. So that's not love, because love is patient. Love can wait for you once you guys get married. Love can, give up themselves when it comes to, they want this thing, but you want that thing, but they're ultimately going to go with what is best more than how can I say it? It's like so easy to think until actually say it out loud. But love is more so a self-sacrifice thing that you have to do daily. It's not going to be about you. It's going to be about how you're going to give up the things that you may want for that other person, just the same way Christ gave up his life for the church. And he didn't have to do that, but you choose to do it out of love.